I love Huntress. I love the version of her that we got to make. And, if that version of her continues, I would be more than happy to keep her going.
Who are you?
I'm Kate.
Mary, I understand that you had the same stunt coordinator from Birds of Prey on Kate. Was that like an easier transition from you? What was the most challenging part from going from Huntress into Kate?
That was an amazing thing about this film, was that I had that training background with him already. So he already knew what I could do, what I was capable of, how far he could push it, what direction to kind of take the choreography in that would kind of suit my abilities the best. So I think that's really a large part of what made me able to do almost everything in this film, was that JoJo kind of knew me and knew how to work towards those strengths. And I'm so grateful for it, because I love getting to train with those guys and getting to feel like I'm right in the middle of it and I'm really doing it with them. It's just like the best feeling.
At the end of the day, crossbow or pistol or sniper rifle? Like, what is your weapon of choice now?
Oh God, I loved the scene in Kate where we're fighting in a kitchen and I'm using like wine glasses and a coffee grinder and just whatever is at my disposal. I think that's the most fun, is just like being resourceful and just turning random items into a weapon. It's very exciting.
Hey, nice. What the hell is up with this bow and arrow?
It's not a bow and arrow, it's a crossbow. I'm not 12.
I love this chick. She's got rage issues.
I don't have rage issues!
We know that there is going to be a Black Canary spinoff. Would you be interested in a Huntress spinoff movie?
Oh, for sure. I love Huntress. I love the version of her that we got to make. And, if that version of her continues, I would be more than happy to keep her going. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Who knows?
Need a ride?
Kate was like an anxiety-filled adrenaline ride the entire time. Mary, what was it like playing this badass woman drenched in fake blood, and how difficult was it for you to wash off Kate both literally and figuratively at the end of each night?
That's true. You're sort of bringing back flashbacks of how much showering I had to do at the end of every day. It was a lot, because there was a lot of blood, but also as the film progresses, she's dying of radiation poisoning and she's getting shot, beat up, so I had a buildup of prosthetics and wounds and different things. So it was washing off blood, but also finding like fake bits of skin everywhere, like prosthetics constantly that would just not come off all the way. So sometimes I would forget. And we were shooting in Thailand, oftentimes like in big malls and things, and I'd have to come in and out of these very public spaces and I would forget what I looked like, and people were always looking at me very strange, and I would be like, hi, I don't know why.
I was like, did you ever like have to pop into a convenience store and totally forget that you have an open wound?
Yeah, I always forgot, and that I'd remember, wow, yeah, that's why I'm getting those strange looks.
The things we do to bring an assassin to life.
Exactly, yes.
They're scary.
Well, Miku, while Mary had to deal with all the blood, you had the braces. What was it like for the retainer on that?
People think they were fake, and they just put it on for the role, but they were my actual braces. I had them on for like 2 years, and when I booked the role, I was like, so do I get my braces off? Like, are we gonna take them off? And they were like, no, we're gonna keep them. It adds to the character. And at first I was like, okay. But like, I've grown to really like it on Ani, so yeah.
Kate, you're like that person in a nightmare. Take no from no dudes.
But Miku, it's just so cool because this is really like your big film debut, and you got to share all of your scenes with the amazing Mary. How cool was that for you? And did you fangirl with her over any of her past roles?
Yeah, of course. All my friends knew you. I never even talked to you about this before, but they knew me from Scott Pilgrim, my best friend. She was obsessed with you, and I was like, yeah, and you were so sweet when I first met you, and you're just great to work with. So
You're very sweet.
Just doing scenes with her and just watching how she does these little things. It's funny because in the movie, Ani really looks up to Kate and she's like learning how to be a badass from her. And in real life, I feel like I was like learning so much from you as a person.
Just a total killer babe.
Thanks.
One thing that I was surprised to know is that the two of you ladies play ukulele. And that you would like serenade the crew on set. Was that your way to keep it light? How did you guys even figure this out?
Yeah. Well, I think I just saw you bring a ukulele to set one day, and I was like, oh my goodness. Like I play the ukulele too. So I brought mine to set, and then we just started playing, and it was really nice because the scenes were so chaotic. And
it turned out the director played ukulele as well, Cedric. So it was like we were like a band of
whole band.
Really,
like, are we about to have a girl group? Like, is that the next?
Sort of folk tunes girl group. I know we sang all very soft, warm and fuzzy songs. It was like a real contrast to what was going on set, for sure.
How much time do we have?
Not much.
Mary, we've seen, like I said, these two kick-ass ladies from you. What's next for you? What are you excited to focus on?
I don't really know. I would love to keep the action thing going. I have so much fun with it. I especially love finding projects like Kate and Huntress, where you really feel like there's an interesting character, deep down inside to bring out, amongst all the action and the gore, and feeling like the physicality is just an extension of who they are, and getting to bring that out is really fun. And I hope to continue to find those kind of roles.
We are in the age of reboots and reunions. If you could revisit a past role now, who would you choose?
Oh my gosh. I got to do like a 10-year read through of this film, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
I'm like, you don't need to say this film. We all know this film.
It's so funny because it's just been over the past 10 years. It's really grown in popularity. And so it's so nice to see that people still like it and are still discovering it. And I think it would be really cool to see where those characters are, 10, 15 years later. It would be a nice one to revisit.
You want to come with me? Yeah.